in today, home to the Isleta, New Mexico Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense is on the field for the first time today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with the W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Lockett. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Johnson looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Oakley. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's just think for a second about Kansas State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Finding an escape route. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They go to the ground. Explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. Sets up the screen. Touchdown, Wildcats! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the AppSt Mountaineers offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's talk about AppSt. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Guys, let's chat about AppSt. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang.
He's going up top. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Strowman. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing straight.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're
turning it on. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Let's talk about AppSt. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
The lone back's got it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Looking for the goal line. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up second down.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Scores on the sneak.
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockett. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Complete to start this drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for room, it's Irvin. Makes his man miss. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. A fun postseason battle here. Deadlock at the end of the first. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. First play of the period, 1st down here. The run from the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Kansas State will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Takes the handoff. It's Keith. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. Guys, let's chat about App State. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Right back to the well. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires left. He's got an open man. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Going to the running game. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Stroman. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
The Mountaineers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. The Mountaineers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got it! They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. He gets it in! Touchdown, Mountaineer!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pulls it in. It's Edwards. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Johnson wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Edwards. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Wildcats want to move quickly. That's reeled in. It's Lockett. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. That's caught. It's Hogan. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, thanks. You put these two programs together, given the seasons they had, and we figured we might get a notable first half in this New Mexico Bowl. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the New Mexico Bowl.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone with the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Mountaineers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They give it to him again. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. After run, now throw. The sure hands, it's Stroman. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Mountaineers are flying down the field. They'll run it. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Got the quick pass. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Snap from the gun on third down. Now adjusting. He's open on the right. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's Oakley. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Johnson looking to throw. Gets it out fast.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Picks up the first down. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle. It's Barnes. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Using his legs, it's key. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Immediately fires to the middle. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. They want that clock to run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Fitted in the window for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Got his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Wildcats are in the hurry-up.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Makes the grab. Oh, close to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw again. Quickly to the tight end. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
I don't know what just happened, but they called a timeout, which they didn't really need to do. No one got hurt, yet they still have all their timeouts. So I was feeling they were called. Doesn't matter.
This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Edwards. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. To the air on 2nd down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking left. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to it. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. They'll run it to the right. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, and also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of...
Touchdown, AppSt! And they take it in for 6 more points.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. It just needs something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. To the line quickly, they'll spike it to save some time. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been